we're gonna get all this coming in, so I left about 11:30 noon on Friday, but it was colder down, but that was it, so. But that's funny watching that football game on whichever one, New England and Denver, where the first half was, and then they said the
Merlin
weather's
said he was
coming,
gonna be
and
here,
by
but
God, the time that game's over, it was so bad. And now everybody's acting, now they should have kicked that field goal in the first half instead, because of the weather forecast. Somebody called in and said, it's gonna snow at halftime, so you ought to go for the field goal. They're not thinking that, I don't think.
All right, it is 5 p.m. I will call the special meeting to order.
can you guys make sure your mics are on? Thank you.
First item on the agenda, bills payable.
I'd make a motion to approve bills payable of $72,193.90. Second.
You want Zach to explain a little bit about why? Why don't you?
Yeah, so we're essentially just a pass-through for the library, and we typically try to get their first payment in on the second meeting of January every year. This time the money hit the Friday following the meeting, so we didn't have the money yet. So that's why we're here. I asked the library if there was any chance they could wait until February, and they said no, they need it for payroll. So here we are.
And just to follow up on our conversations a little bit earlier, that money comes from the county, correct? To pay for
Well, it's levied tax funds that the county collects on behalf of the city.
it's put into the account, and we're a pass-through.
We're a pass-through, yeah.
And we probably get 60% of our property tax revenue in late January, typically.
Yeah, we get quite a chunk in January, and then we'll get some smaller payments throughout the year.
Okay, and just a follow-up question on that. To help mitigate this issue moving forward, is there anything that we can implement to prevent this from happening again, or?
It was on my radar. We just didn't have the money.
Right,
Right.
so as far as getting the money in earlier, is that a possibility?
They do all of their payments for all of the county disbursements. So not just us, but all the other cities too. So it's not like we're our separate little thing. So
So we're relying on.
basically, once they get the money, as soon as they can get it processed, then they send out all the payments.
Okay, so there really isn't any additional action we can take to help this? Okay.
And normally, like in the city's case, we would have a fund balance that would carry over that would allow us to make payments with cash. Obviously, the library's pretty much, it's in and out for us, but they're pretty much.
The similar situation actually happened last year, but the money hit the account like on the Wednesday, and so I did an amended agenda and got it added on there. But this year it hit on Friday. So.
Okay. And we can't get the total expenses prior to, we don't know what the expenses will be prior to receiving the money? I know it's kind of an in and out, and it zeroes out, but.
I don't know how much we will get until we get the money.
Okay. Okay.
The library gets 6 mills or 5 mills, I can't remember. The rate was the same way. We would have to wait. That money would go to the USD 331, and then they would issue a check to us. So a lot of times, our major stuff come like in February, or the first payment was always the biggest. Not the library's probably about the same way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, so we have a motion and a second to approve the bills payable. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Passes 4-0.
I would ask the city commission to go into executive session with Commissioner Wallen, Commissioner McFarland, Commissioner Kaufman, Commissioner Arnsdorf, and the city manager to discuss matters related to specific employees' employment within the city pursuant to non-elected personnel exception KSA 75-4319B1 for 15 minutes.
Can we amend that for
Yeah, please, yes, I forgot that. He was going to be here, but we were going to call him, but let's just omit him from that.
I would make that a motion.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to go into executive session. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Passes 4-0. All right, we are resumed with what I assume is no action taken during the executive session.
Correct?
Okay.
And we would like to extend executive session another 10 minutes. Do I need to, you want me to read the?
I don't know if we need to read the whole thing again, but the motion and a second, we need
Yeah.
that.
I make a motion to extend the executive session for 10 more minutes.
I'll second.
All right, there's a motion and a second to extend the executive session for 10 more minutes. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes 4-0. All right, back from executive session with, again, I assume no action taken.
No action taken.
All right. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, moved and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Passes 4-0.
Thank you all for